Hello everyone, I am the Jacobite and welcome to Shadows Over Loathing. So this game is the successor to West of Loathing, and we start the game out here in a odd stormy night in this Eldritch Horror style of game. So we're gonna go ahead, waste no more time, and let's go ahead and Waz Company, moving company, it's how you move. This smells like a diner and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes, magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. The Nightingale welcomes all travelers. I can't see. Try coffee, you'll like it, eventually. You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing... Yes? Oh, my face, look at these. Look at all these faces we have. We have this, like, slick dude. I think this is also set during the Prohibition, is when this era is. So this is about, what, 30-some years after West of Loathing, give or take? You know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to go for the one with a nice, very fancy mustache. There you are. Look at us, yes. It's the 1920s, didn't you know? Ooh, they've got one of those new meat-operated multi-selection phonographs, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Neat. Hey, there's something on the corner return. You gained 1 meat. A couple of older folks are having an animated discussion. Well, one of them is. The way these young women act these days, with their short hair and their sassy talk and their dresses that don't even cover their ankles. It's scandalous. And those dances they do, flailing around like I don't know what. I'd have thought Prohibition would have put the kibosh on that sort of tomfoolery, but no, sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem right there. This newfangled jazz music with all the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of word is that anyway? Jazz. I think our cups got switched. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. A couple of young women are chattering breezily over coffee. Hey, Mac, what town is this? Poughkeepsie? Are you two traveling? Yeah, Ocean City's turning into a real sawmill, so we boosted her Jelly Beans breezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. Oh, bourgeois, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite, everything's Jake. Geez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, but I barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a canceled stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, you guys, try that. Put some pepper in your shoes. Try that. Well, hello there. I'm Ethel. I'm Ron Burt. I'm Vincent. I'm Gerald. Let's enter a different name. What do I want to be for the first name for the character? We're gonna do an old favorite of mine. My first name is Hugh. Hugh who? Funny you should say. My last name is Hugh Son. Oh, I can't do a special characters. No. Alright, my name is Hugh Son First. Pleased to meet you, Hugh Son First. What can I get you? Can I get a cup of coffee, please? You sure can. Best cup of coffee in the state, if I may say so myself. That'll be 1 meat. Great. To go, please. Ethel pours you a steaming hot cup of fresh black java. Anything else, hon? Well, does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing, too. I hear we're in for rain tonight. What takes you to Ocean City? Well, my uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. Well, that's a reason, hon, but it's somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. I'm searching for something. I see. Do you know what it is, what you're looking for? Something dark. You got perk haunted. Don't worry, it'll find you soon enough. What do you mean by that? Well, there's something in my dreams, a kind of darkness, but it's moving. I have to find out what it is. Some of the color drains from Ethel's cheeks. Stare at her for a while, then leave. Uh-oh. This man is concentrating very hard on his coffee. Hey there, is there something particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, it's my first coffee ever. Oh, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt. Ah, well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though, and then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. Well, enjoy! Ethel said the bus will be here any minute. Prologue. Or prologue if you're dumb American. Alright, here we are on a bus. It's raining all around. Occasional person picks up. What do we got? You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray. And read it again. Murray Morris. Oh, his first name is Murray. Dear Hugh, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you are able, please. Your Uncle, Murray. Alright. As we wait on this long bus ride. Very long bus ride. You're just about to go mad from the monotony of this ride when the bus suddenly judders to a stop. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. Before you talk to the bus driver, I, the narrator, am interrupting this. Oh, yes. No, I've already done this. No, I'd like to do the prologue again. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope. Sorry about this, but we're out of gas. Aw, jeez. You didn't fill up before we left? I filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly 1 full tank of gas. He hands you an empty gas can. Plus 1 additional can. Swell. Why do I have to get it? Well, I'd go myself, except for 2 reasons. Those being, firstly, being as I'm the bus driver, I am legally responsible for this bus, and I gotta keep an eye on it. And secondly, because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a fellow that doesn't want to go wandering around in the rain at night. Well, alright then. Guess I haven't got much choice. Can I borrow your umbrella at least? Well, this is a left-handed umbrella. Nuts. Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use though. Thanks! Is it a right-handed flashlight? Because otherwise I can't use it. Yeah. Drink red cola, protect your family. A little aggressive, but okay. Krutzinger Automotive, established 1919. What do we got here? There's 1 object left on the snack shelf. Cheese loaf, ew, nobody in their right mind would consider this vile substance a snack. It's weird that the cash register is pointed toward the front of the store. It's mostly empty, but you find some loose change. 7 meat. There's an old baseball bat leaning against the wall. Now it's my baseball bat. Either they're out of postcards or all the scenery around here is invisible. You never know. Empty oil cans, a whole pyramid of them. Sign says employees only. Are you an employee? Yes. Really? You never mentioned working at a gas station. Yes, really? Well, okay, if you say so. Broken radio, desk. 4 drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stub. The 5th one is locked. Ah, so I gotta do something about that. Axle grease. The shelf is laden with miscellaneous electrical doodads, old personal files. Look up Hughes on first. Well, I'll be darned, here's your file. You do work here. Sorry I ever doubted you. Gas station personnel file. Oh, man. Stand clear of lift before operating, Steve. You really want to know the story behind this sign. Looks like this is the control for that lift, that car lift thing. Nothing happens, must not have power. Fuse box. Fuse is broken, which is probably not intended. We should look around for a replacement somewhere. It's kind of a weird machine. Alright. There we go. Look for a fuse. There we go. I found a fuse. Fuse box. Place it. Click. Done. And let's lower that thing down. See what we got. 1/3 full gas can cap. Is there something else? There's nothing else of interest in the car. There's also no interest for a year if you'd like to buy it. I would not. Suit yourself. Yes, I think I will suit myself. Don't worry, it'll find you soon enough. So yeah, the leveling up in this game is slightly different from West of Loathing, and you'll see that here as we continue to progress. I didn't check out these gas cans. There's no hose to it. Alright. Full of water instead of gas, and it is empty. Alright. Well, let's go ahead. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight it if you don't want to. Good to know it's not compulsory. Wow, that's a miserable looking hitchhiker is standing in the rain, listlessly sticking out her thumb. Hi there! Her head turns very slowly to face you, and her eyes don't quite meet yours. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany. Sorry, I'm going the other way. Oh. Also, I don't have a car. Oh. What's your name? Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia. Although I admit the circumstances aren't great. ... No, I'm kidding. She doesn't say ... So, what's in Albany? Do you have family there? No, I just want to go somewhere new. Well, Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Ha ha ha! Okay, that's fair. How about this rain, huh? Lydia looks very slightly surprised and glances around slowly. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, sure is. What a night to be stuck out on the road, right? I hadn't noticed. I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway, read any good books lately? I read The Invisible Man. It was really good. Oh yeah, H.G. Wells is great. Have you read his new one? The War in the Air? I didn't care for it. The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island. I forget the name, but it was terrible. His early works are his best, like The Time Machine. Yeah, I loved that one. I'm glad we were able to find something we could connect on, Lydia. ... So, do you know where I can get some gas? Gas? The bus I was on ran out and the driver sent me to find some more. Bus? Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. I've never been there. Well, okay then. Okay, goodbye, good luck. This field is extremely corny. Very funny game. Hey, I ain't wanting to be unfriendly, but this is a private residence y'all just barged into. Oh gee, sorry, everything's so desolate outside, I guess I just assumed that this place was abandoned. Well, come morning, you'll be right, so you might as well get in out of the rain for a spell. Thanks, my name's Hughson First. Howdy, Hugh, I'm Elias Chekhov. Make yourself at home. Thank you. There's a rifle hanging over the fireplace. Are you leaving this rifle behind? Yup. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I'm going there aren't any varmints. There's vermin to be sure, and critters and such as like that, but the almanac don't list any examples of a varmint qua varmint, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. No need to fret over it right now. In any case, that gun is for later. Later? Out. Much later. Huh. Okay. There's a weird device on top of this box. What's this funny looking thing? Well, that's a duck call. What's it for? It's for calling ducks. Oh, fun. Used to be. Don't work anymore on account of being haunted. Haunted? Yeah, well, not haunted exactly. Bunch of spiders got in there and now it sounds all scary when you blow it. I see. If you want it, it's yours. You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about spiders. You got an item, haunted duck call. What spiders? Good job. All these boxes are labeled bears. Are these boxes really full of bears? No, those boxes are all canned pears. I had a little fun writing the labels is all. You want a can? I got one left that didn't fit. Bibson's Extra Sweet Pears. Increase your mysticality by 1 until you eat something else. The box are labeled gears. Well, what's with these boxes of gears? My daughter Simone left those behind when she went off to school. Figured I should keep them for her. That makes sense. Tears? Wait, are these boxes of tears or terrors? Don't be ridiculous. You can't put neither of them in boxes. Well, that don't make any kind of sense. So what's in them? Shares. What's in here? Stocks? Scissors. Sure. This is a very large box considering that most people own either 0 or 1 class ring. Is this box really full of class rings? Yep, about 140 of them. Did you go to college 140 times? Nah, of course not. I just collect them is all. Why? Well, they're rare, but not very rare. They're all in different and interesting ways, and they're shiny. That there's the collectin' trifecta. Huh. Well, okay then. This door leads to a bathroom. Can I use your bathroom? Sure. How did you know that door was the bathroom, though? I've always had a knack for knowing which door leads to bathrooms is all. Well, good for you, I guess. You can see your face in Elias's mirror, just like your own mirror back home. Hi, Hugh. Hey there, good looking. Aw, what's wrong? Why, I oughta. Oh, no, 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 no. You remember something really embarrassing you did a couple of years ago? Ugh! Blah, 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 blah. I'll just assume this looks good. Oh man, I guess that's how you change your face. This is a surprisingly modern toilet for such an old house. You flush Chekhov's toilet hoping it won't come back to haunt you later. What do you mean come back to haunt me later? I don't know what that means. Alright, where does this door lead, I ask you? Spare bedroom, ain't been used in forever. I don't even bother opening the door since that dust devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself though, I doubt you'll find much of use. The dust devil? Yeah, those critters are a real nuisance around here. They're attracted to beds that ain't been cleaned under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, it's been a real, what's Simone call it, a nutrient-rich environment. Ornery little beasts. Real territorial. Okay, I'll be careful. Showdown at Cow Ranch. Outlaws of Darkness. The Duel at Horse Thief Arroyo. The Ambush at Dry Tail. Hey, this one looks worth a read. The Handgun's Tale instead of the Handmaiden's Tale. That's very funny. Any other ones? Nope. You found an old wallet in the drawer. 10 meat. What's this? Loose floorboard over here. This dust devil is really kicking up some dickens under there. Are you sure? Chekhov said these things were pretty dangerous. Well, let's maybe get a weapon first besides just a baseball bat. In fact, let's check our inventory. We've got the baseball bat equipped. Nelson the Warbler. When you were 4 years old, Nelson flew in your bedroom window and refused to leave. He's been with you as a familiar ever since. Very nice. Baseball bat, my luggage, unpack. It's impolite to go through your stuff in somebody else's living room. Yeah, you're right. This is your personnel file from the abandoned gas station you work at. Yes, it is. You right. Alright, what do we got going on? Barn doors are locked. Wonder if there's anything else I need to talk to Chekhov about first. So you're, I guess I never did talk to him about why he's moving out. That's maybe important. So you're moving out. Yep. I finished packings. Now I'm just waiting for the movers to come and take this last load of stuff. The Wazda movers? You've got movers coming in the middle of the night? Nah, in the morning. But I went and packed my teddy bear and forgot which box he's in. Can't sleep. Aw. Well, he's probably in the bears. Why are you leaving? Well, my daughter went off to college, so there's nothing keeping me here. I never particularly cared for farming anyhow, just kind of fell into it, you know? So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit. See what kind of trouble I can get up to, heh. Nice. So what's your story? What are you doing out on a night like this? Well, I got a letter from my Uncle Murray. It sounded urgent, so I hopped a bus to Ocean City. I ain't sure how to tell you this, but you got a ways to go yet. Yeah, the bus ran out of gas, so the driver sent me to scavenge for some more. I gotcha. Well, I think there's an old gas can in the barn out back. You're welcome to it. Thanks. I gotta warn you, though, you'll have to fight my daughter for it. What? Well, technically, I should say my daughter's monster. What? It's a thing my daughter Simone built. What? See, no, what's on second? See, my kid's a real technical whiz. She built an auto-ominous robo-traption to help with plowing and harvesting and the like. Worked real nice, too. Wow. Problem is, after she left, it blew a what's-it tube and got violent. I'm pretty good with machinery, but when it comes to these newfangled electrics, I might as well be a dog trying to read Plato. So I locked it in the barn. Aha, I see. You're welcome to try to get your hand against it if you have a mind to, but please be careful. It's got a lot of sharp bits on it. Here's the key. Farmer Chekhov's barn key. Thanks. It bears repeating that there are still a lot of pears here. Can I find where his poor teddy bear is? I feel bad for him. Like, aw. The poor dude. That's absolutely sucks. Alright. Let's go into the barn. Oh, wow. Yep, that is a malfunctioning machine if I ever saw one. Let's see. Wait, what was that? You have a recurring nightmare about searching for something in one of these. No, there's no lockpicks, that means. There's no needles. Fishing rods. She won't miss it, you assume. A water trough for some long-gone livestock. I'll test my fishing rod. Yeah, I'm sure there's fish in there somehow. You didn't catch anything, but it was good practice. Alright. This is a nice barrel, but it'd be nicer if it had anything in it. Yeah, very much so. Alright, let's destroy this thing then. I'm gonna start by a haunting quack. Oh, so scary. 2 damage with my baseball bat. Now the nice thing about this game is that it shows you what the monster is going to do next, which is really nice. And another whack. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Simone's monster is now just a pile of parts on the floor. You gain 5 XP. Rest in parts. You went through a lot to gain access to this can. Victory is sweet indeed. It's a workbench for welding. I need 15 Moxie. Well, sure. I have enough XP to buy that. It's mostly tools you don't understand, but you do find some gloves. Some welding gloves. Sweet. Very nice. Oh, geez. There's nothing on the clothesline except a pair of socks and an old gun. You take the gun and leave the socks. They don't look safe. Rusty pistol. What is that? That deals your Moxie plus 1 physical damage. Sure, we'll do that. That scarecrow is a bit more intimidating than usual. The crows around here must be real aggressive. Show it you aren't scared. Pick up a rock and throw it, dealing 2 damage. Take that. And then kablamo. Ow. Thanks, Nelson. Take this rock. And kablamo. Yeah, got him. Now it's just a regular scarecrow with a gun. Excellent. This thing's crow's menacing days are over. It's an old tractor. Pull the rug out and sniff the tank. Smells like there's a little gas in here. Now I have a full gas can. Sweet. There's nothing else to do with this tractor. I hope I have time to rake the sorghum before it's time to scrub the rabbits. Gotta shear the chickens before sunup. I'm gonna harvest the soybeans and then plow some spelt. Time to plow some wheat. Hey, I actually did say something more or less correct. Man, even pretending to farm is hard work. Alright, this thing's crowmancing days are over. Alright, so... Hey, Elias. What can I do you for? I had to beat up your scarecrow, sorry. Well, I was leaving it behind anyhow, but why'd you go and do a thing like that for? Well, it shot at me with a gun. Oh, right. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable then. Alright. So I've got enough gas, but what's over here? Aww. This turtle is stuck on its back. Why aren't you helping it? I am helping it. There you go, buddy. Enjoy blue cola, the honorable choice. Wow, boy, someone must have hated this boxcar. Well, hello there. Nice. Hi there, I'm Hugh. Well, howdy, neighbor. I'm Howie. Pleased to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though. Well, the way I see it, this whole country is my home, so everybody is my neighbor. Aw, that's nice. Either that or they're all trespassers who better get off my property. I'm just joshing you, friend. Care for some jerky? What kind? Clam, it's a local delicacy. Huh. Sure, I'll have some jerky. Clam jerky, that sounds disgusting. There you are, can't I buy the stuff myself, like eating a dried slug but saltier. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is. You're really selling me on this local delicacy. If you ask me, the logos are a little bit weird. Okay, well, where are you from? Originally I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and decided to hit the rails. You rode the rails from Hawaii? Hey, yep, real challenging trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through all right. You ever think of going back? They only got the one track there, so it was a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they built a second one, though. Huh. You live here? Not permanent like, but I've been camped out here a few days. All alone? Well, it used to be a tad bit livelier, but the boss has sent a railroad bull to run everybody off. Railroad bull? You mean like a cop? Yeah, you could say that. I think he's still prowling around out back if you care to test your mettle. I don't advise it, though. Is he packing heat? No, he's unarmed, but one of your arms might make a pretty good club once he gets it off of you. Any plans for the future? Well, word on the wall is that there's a camp forming in Ocean City. I figure I'll mosey on over there once this rain lets up. Word on the wall? I've never heard that phrase. Is it like through the grapevine? Similar. I see. Oh, I need 2 muscle to force that open. Some incomprehensible glyphs are scrawled on the wall of the boxcar. You pour the gas into your own can, then hide the empty can behind some of the garbage. 133% full gas can. I don't think that's how physics works, game. There's something shiny. Oh, a 1917 SIG class ring. Makes everyone think you attended SIT or mugged someone who did. Oh, man. Open fire. Hey, there's something in there. Crowbar. Yeah. Is this your knapsack, your only luggage? Oh, that ain't mine. That's been here since before I arrived myself. Nobody's been able to work out how to open the dang thing. If you can figure out the trick, you're welcome to it. You inspect the bag. It appears to be latched shut with one of those puzzles made out of bent nails and steel wire. Howie wasn't just harmonicking Dixie. I need, what was that, 3 muscle or 3 moxie? 3 moxie. Well, do I have anything else to eat that's gonna give me moxie? Yes, I do. Perfect. Improved loafing. Blur. Little silver key. Huh, there isn't a puzzle you can't solve, except maybe a puzzle harder than this one. You don't say. Unfortunately, the bag is pretty much just full of trash. You do find a small key in the bottom, though. Little silver key. I wonder what I can do with that. This door is extremely heavy. Force it open. I need 2 muscle. Am I almost leveled up? I am almost leveled up. Oh, there was something over there to the left. Oh, now it just says it's Topeka. You've heard a lot of nice things about Topeka, but not 1,200 miles worth of nice things. Yeah, you're right. Alright, so I have a crowbar, so I can go back and open up that one section. I also got a key. Let's go ahead and pry this open. There's some kind of old cellar under here. Ow! Farmer Chekhov's house cellar. There we go, rickety and safe. Just the way you like it. Jars of food are revolting. Are you sure they're really gross? Okay, it's your funeral. If you eat them, I mean. A jar of gross old vegetables. Reduces an enemy's muscle, physicality, and moxie by 3 when you chuck it at them. Wow. Barrel of decades-old bacon grease. You can't tell if these spiders are fighting or flirting. Interrupt them either way, then. Ow. Owie. Alright, let's throw a rock at a more dangerous blind spider. Is that our dangerous? Yeah, a blind spider and a more dangerous blind spider. Blammo! 3 more poison. Owie. Ow, ow. Some muscle, that's useless. But, thankfully for me, I have enough raw damage to knock out this second spider. You've rendered Chekhov's cellar spiderless, or at least free of spiders that are large enough for you to see. Nelson the Warbler goes stronger. Shudder. Alright, well, is that all there was to it? But that should have gotten me enough XP to now go ahead and level up my muscle for a strong back. So now we can go up and go back over to the hobo. What's the name? Howie, I believe it was. Oh, I've already asked him all these things. Let's see if I can open it up. This door is extremely heavy, but just barely not heavy enough to prevent me. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's a railroad bowl, all right. It's that railroad bowl Howie told you about, although railroad minotaur would probably be more accurate. Take the bull by the horns. Halt, trespasser! Here, take a rock to the face. And kablammo! Uh-oh. This is gonna hurt. Ow! Oh, thanks. That's Nelson. I really needed that. Take this rock. I took you down with a rock like David and Goliath. You beat the Minotaur. Excellent. A 1911 Ford milk crate for wheels. That model never really seemed to take off. Oh, look, it has a gas can on it. Now we're at 166% full gas. Sweet. Oh, wow. The stew in this pot is beyond help, but you could probably salvage the ladle. Hey, this isn't a ladle, it's a spatula. No wonder the stew's so messed up. Yeah, why would someone use a spatula? Somebody left a perfectly good mason jar full of gasoline? We're a 200% full gasoline can. Alrighty then. Nothing else of interest. Huh. Alright. Wait, what was that? I just saw this. Aww. It's a carving on the trunk of this tree. It says Howie loves playing the harmonica. Aww. Okay, let's tell me we got the railroad bowl. Hey, I dealt with that railroad bowl for you. You did? Well, no, that's a real service to the hobo community. I ain't got anything to offer you as a reward, but I surely won't forget this. No problem, Howie. Take care. Anything else? Didn't I encounter something else that required 3 strength in the barn? Let's check that out real quick. Is this? Yeah, there it goes. 3 muscle, not strength. So now, I'll eat this to get my muscle up to 3, because that'll replace my cheese loafing. Ugh. It's full of little gas bottles labeled Harlan Tussett's medical gasoline for horses weak of limb and character. Ugh, sorry, future sick horses. 233% full can of gas. How much more full can we get this gas can, do you think? We're already defying physics in more ways than one. Alright, I think there's something left out here to do. Alright, let's go see how that Dust Devil is gonna do. Yeah, I think we can take it on. Vicious stabbing. Ow, 4 bleed. That hurt. Well, you have 4 muscle. Not if I throw some gross vegetables at you. There you go, -2 to all your stats. And then I'm gonna chuck a rock at you, you stupid Dust Devil. Oh, but I removed my Moxie so my gun's not as powerful. Uh-oh, I might be in trouble. Because I can't kill it this turn. I'm only going to do 4 damage. I needed to have been doing 5. No, I'm dead. Wah wah. Should have listened to Chekhov. I guess so. Turns out I'm not dead. Alright, we should go back to the baseball bat. What else we got? Fishing bar. Or not fishing bar. Fishing rod. Crowbar. Baseball bat. We'll up the baseball bat on out. Yes. This time we got this. I got it this time. Chuck a... gotta do the vegetables again. Heave. Ho! Then I'll throw a rock at him. And then I'll smack him with the baseball bat for 3 damage. And now he'll be down to 1 more turn before he's dead. And he won't kill me this turn. Throw the rock. And the baseball bat. Thwack him. Wham! Home run! You really gave that devil its due. Excellent. Is this teddy bear under here somewhere? I'm so interested and invested in looking for the teddy bear. I feel so bad for Chekhov, but I don't see it. Ah, well. Let's summon the Dust Devil first. Take care of that Dust Devil in your bedroom. Did you now? Well, thank you kindly. Of course, it's a bit late for my purposes, but I imagine the next occupants will be grateful. Hope that thing didn't rough you up too bad. Nah, only once. Also, I found this old class ring. Hey, it's a 17-6 sit ring. I got one of these in faux emerald, but not a faux sapphire one like this. These are the ones they gave to the junior varsity pig skinners. Had a little enchantment on them so the kids wouldn't get quite so many concussions, but probably worn off by now. Well, it's all yours if you want it. Well, thanks ya. That's right, generous. He admires it a bit more than slips it into the pocket of his overalls. Don't mention it. It's the least I can do. I mean, it's not really mine. And he's been more than generous to me. I need 5 mysticality. I haven't been to the gas station in a while. Wonder what we got there. There's a weird plaque where Lydia was standing. Historic site. At this spot, exact spot, on the 13th of October 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, a Ford Model T purchased by Hiram O'Crullins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. So, apparently that woman you talked to a few minutes ago has been dead for exactly 20 years. Good. Swell. Everything about this is great, and you aren't regretting this trip before you've even arrived. Go on about your normal, non-haunted day. Sure. Alright, was there something in here I needed? Oh, yes. 4 drawers. The 5th one is the silver key, a gas pump hose. The little silver key falls into a hole in the floor and disappears. Ah, bummer. And then I needed mysticality for this thing, right? Yeah, so I need 3 mysticality. How close am I to leveling up? I'm ready to level up. Sweet. Go ahead and buy the quick wit. And then go ahead and eat those Bibson's extra sweet pears. Sweet, too sweet in fact. And then go here. It's a machine for generating portable gasoline. We're now at 266% full gas. Can I get any more gasoline than that? What have I picked up? A gas pump hose. Oh, I can take that for the gas pump out front. Sell the hose, pump some gas. 300% full gas can. I don't think that's possible. This pump is full of water instead of gas. Can I fish in it? What would even be in there? You should have known there weren't any fish in there. You can see the entire thing from here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, hello there. This turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City too. At this rate, it might beat you there. I'll take it with me. What do you want to name the turtle? Turt the turtle. Oh, that's cute. We're gonna name him Doom, the Doom turtle. Doom the turtle. And I can either have him or Nelson. Nelson increases my muscle mysticality or moxie each round, whereas Doom heals a random wounded ally by his mysticality, which is currently just 1. Not as useful. Hey there, friend, any luck with the gas? You showed the driver your gas can. Well, his gas can. Well, this can doesn't usually hold that much gas. Not sure how you did that. Well, whatever. Are you ready to hit the road? Yeah, I think we've done everything here. I don't think there's anything left to do. And with that, we're on our way. All aboard. You climb back on the bus and return to your seat, and soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain spattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep, the sort of sleep that you sleep into so gradually that you don't even know you're asleep until something wakes you up. Lunkett Street, and you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey kid, this is your stop, right? That are now totally forgotten. What? All ashore, what's going ashore? Thanks for traveling, Willis Busco. Cola War surplus. Going on a business sale. This town looked like it's seen better days. Nice weather we're having? He smiles, then looks up and lets the rain splash on his face for a while. Suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said, the rain falls on poor men and rich men alike. Was that before umbrellas were invented, or... My name's Gus, by the way. Hi, I'm Hugh. Pleased to meet you, Hugh. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a couple of meat to spare, would you? Sure do. Thank you very much, Hugh. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take her easy, Gus. Murray's Antiques. That's where I'm supposed to be. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. Oh, hi, you must be Hugh. We don't get many customers at this time of night, or at all, really. Well, that's me. You were expecting me? Oh yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me that letter to he gave me that letter to mail. My name's Jessica. Geez, you're soaking wet. Come on in and I'll get you a towel. You walk over to the counter trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac, or as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You said that in kind of an ominous way. Where is he? Jessica sighs. I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You make trying to talk Great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is going to take some explaining. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. Explain away. We don't have a lot of time just now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay. Jessica leads you into a back room furnished with some desks and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques? Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out there was a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky would be a real understatement. Hinky? Murray called them tainted, dark magic, real bad mojo, you know, cursed. Yeah, I know about that kind of thing. And it's no joke, that's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. But really we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back? That's the long and short of it, yep. What do you say? Are you in? Absolutely. I'm always up for a crazy adventure. Great. You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Oh, hey, that's swell timing. Hey, Gabby. Murray's sister's kid showed up. Come meet him. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. I go by her. I go by them. Oh, my gosh. This game actually allows for that. That's really sweet. I appreciate that. Hi, Gabby. Pleased to meet you. Hi, hello. The pleasure is all Gabby's. So this is a goblin, I'm guessing, by the look of her face. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry his luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? He can sleep there till we find Murray. You've gotten it. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room. Great, I could really use some sleep. This desk is a mess. Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging at him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of the avalanche. With curse-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Will do. I mean, won't. Well, I'm gonna turn in then. Good night. Well, hang on a sec. You can't go to sleep yet. I'm pretty sure I can. I bet I could do it right here while I'm still standing up. Well, I hate to spring this on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over. Wow, a mission already? You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since info on them is so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectotron 1000. We've just gotten it up and running since Murray left, and it turned out there's a tainted thing practically right on our doorstep. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. I was going to have Gabby go get it. That's why she came over tonight, but since you turned up out of the blue, well, I guess there's no time like the present. I'm probably not exaggerating when I say there is literally no time except for the present. What? As in, there might not be a future? You won't have to go far to go. You won't have far to go. It's just down the other end of the block if the readings are right. There's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. A fight? Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby! Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go to the newspaper office with Hugh and help him get that hat, okay? Okay, Gabby is ready for an action. Let's mosey. Gabby has joined you as a companion. All right, fine. You said it's a hat? A cursed hat? According to the readout, yeah. A men's fedora, probably. And I'm supposed to, what, just break in and take it? Well, not break, exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy at the realtor's office. I'm pretty sure that still counts as breaking and entering. You'll be in and out and back here and in bed before you know it. Alright, sweet, let's do this. There's nobody at this desk. Hey Jessica, whose desk is this? Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's up fixing a leak on the roof right now, but he'll be back later tonight. Ah, I see. What's this cat's name? Calliope. Murray got her a couple of years ago. You give Calliope a good scritching, but she doesn't react at all. Why doesn't Calliope like me? She'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some tomorrow. They have them at the Cola War surplus store next door. Okay. You cannot even hazard to guess as to what this contraption does. You don't have time to play games right now. Alright. Come with me, Gabby. Everything good, Gabby? It's all of the berries. Alright. Let's go. Let's mosey. And she actually comes with me. Some ne'er-do-wells have deliberately vandalized the streetlight. Alright. You give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. There's a handwritten note on this desk. The note says, Robson, first Hinden, then Carver, who's next? Venable says if Burgess comes for him, he's gonna karate chop his desk in half. Sincerely, Curtis. P.S. What's a karate? Corner of a note sticking out from under the desk blotter. The note says, Tucker, I got you that bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can't find it and rat us out to the pro he's Beck. Under the water cooler, eh? Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. Is there a water cooler somewhere here? AP feed. Oh, here we go. It's a big, heavy water cooler, and it's got something to hide. Hey, look, a trapdoor! Whoa! Fish people! It's a calendar from 11 years ago. There's a huge black scroll scrawled on July 22nd, 1917. Huh. What happened on July 22nd, 1917? Well, World War I was going on, that means. Some kind of complicated-looking control panel. Ooh, let's just set to off. I'm going to leave that alone for the moment. Is there anything else here? It's an underground press. Literally, there's still a newspaper left in it. I got an underground newspaper. What does that do? It's more of a manifesto, specifically calling out the government's suppression of the local newspaper and the importance of a free press. There's also an amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing a brick at a cat's head, which the cat didn't seem to mind. Interesting. Does that help me anything out here? Push the green button. Pull the lever. Yellow light. Turn the knob. Oh dear. Turn the dial to B. Oh, well, shoot, I don't know what I'm doing here. There's the hat. Something around here seems pretty fishy, and it's these two moist fellas standing between you and that abandoned hat over there. Not wanting to get any closer to them, you choose to investigate as squint at them from a short distance away, which is probably for the best, as it might be bad for your mental state to see them in too much detail. These humanoid creatures are between 5 and 6 feet tall, hard to judge because of their hunched over posture, and covered with scales that glisten slickly in the dim light, though you can't tell if this is a natural luster or due to being covered with oily sewer filth. More notable, of course, is the fact that they have huge fish heads. Sorry if I buried the lead there, but saving the dramatic part for last and all. Their huge, bulging round eyes glare at you out of the darkness, faintly luminous like radium watch dials, and they hiss and glurble at you between rows of pointed shark-like teeth. Gill slits on the sides of their heads open and close like thin, wet mouths gasping for air or whispering terrible secrets, whichever seems more likely to you. Gross. It appears that they're very displeased to see you, but you are smart enough to hold off on attacking until they've judged how much of a threat you are. No, because I just remembered my character sheet. I have 3 mysticality, which means I need to get that. What is it, grimy spatula? Yeah, well now I'll take them. Do you want to read that description of them again, or would you rather just attack them? Give me that description! Gross. Alright, let's dive in and fight these guys. 1 mysticality, 3 muscle. Alright, you can get the last of my gross vegetables. And then I'm going to attack you first. Since you got 6 HP, 3 damage, and then 4 damage with a spatula. Down you goes. And then slap that one for 3 damage, Gabby. Thank you very much. Oh, that was nothing. That was nothing. Now I'm going to do 5 damage with my spatula. Gotcha! You won. So much for those things that you'd rather not think about any further. Nelson the Warbler goes stronger. Excellent. This must be the hat Jessica wanted you to recover. A terribly cursed fedora. Nothing good can come of this. A simple black fedora. It doesn't look cursed, but it has a palpable aura of menace around it. Ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. That's less than ideal. Alright, let's bring this on back to the office and get this thing returned. Hey, there's Charles. You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Hugh. That I am. Pleased to meet you, Hugh. What do you do around here? Oh, your general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running. Built the Detectotron and the Uncursing machine, too. Wow, that's some real high-tech wizardry. Aw, it's nothing really. Alright, I'll see you around. So I brought the hat back, Jessica. How's it going? Did you find the hat? I found a hat. I guess it's the one you meant. It doesn't look unusual, although... Yeah? Well, it does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you have a headache, except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread. Like something terrible is about to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Well, that definitely is definitely not related to the fact that I need you to take that hat and go sit in that machine over there. Why? Well, that's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off that hat, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But, what? Can't we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together you'll lift the curse from the hat and transform it into a sort of allegorical dream space that the machine can transfix. What? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to give it a try to understand. Okay. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down than the machine with a hiss positively whiffs the fedora straight up into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good loud minute, the flops limp and wet into your lap. Ugh. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. Uncursed fedora. 1 muscle. But the curse itself still lives, transfixed as a dreamlike construct within the machine. Now, how do I get rid of the curse? See, curses are like energy, Hugh. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newman? You mean Newton? Newman, yeah. That machine knows how to take a curse from one object and put it on itself, but as far as for how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness, spiritualist stuff. Don't know much about that. I'm more of a Newman sort of guy. The Fedora's curse bounces around the innards of this machine, daring you to come project your consciousness inside it. Sounds safe. I'll do that. What could possibly go wrong? What is that? Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve. Oh my gosh. Fedora Federal Reserve. That's funny. I heard thy death call, preacher. Rest now. I will find in thy Mordor. A tree fells before its time, a ground stained with sin. Et in Arcadia ego, even in Arcadia there is death. Even in paradise there is a killer. Oh my gosh. Thou know who I am and why I am here. Aye, Cutter, there has been a Mordre. What knowest thou of Mordre? That I did not do the Mordre, and that is all. What more have thee for me? Only this, I am one of 3 brothers. One of us always telleth the truth, one of us always lies, and the third of us does not specken at all but honks. If I find in thee a liar, there is nothing I can do to save in thee. Aye, Cutter, thou art a servant of the wood. Blessed be her branches. Speaking to the first tree. I'm trying to keep my accent consistent, but I feel like it's going in and out. Big power in the wood today, Cutter. Aye, a tree has fallen in the forest, and it has made a sin. But not me a sinner, that I assure thee. Thou claim to be without sin? None of us is without sins, but mine do not run to Mordre. Then whose? Look for my brother. Thy brother speckens of 3 brothers, one who always lies, one who always telleth the truth, and one who does not specken at all but honks. What specken thee of this? This is fairy talk. Nothing has honken in this land since Mother Duck laid the big egg. No honken since then? No, sire. That's not good news for number 1. Something is rotten in the wood, Cutter. Aye, a Mordre, with perversion at its source. Speak to me of perversions. He is not honking very much right now. I have nothing to say, for I do not tarry with them. What do thou tellin me? I am troubled by the Mordre, but of it I know no thing. I warn thee, my forgiveness makes no room for liars. Thou will do what thou must, Cutter, I have no doubt. Thy brother specken of 3 brothers, one who always lies, one who always tells the truth, this will be the proof is in the pudding, and one who does not specken at all but honks. What specken thee of this? I do not honken, sire, I swearing upon it. Never hast thou honken? Never, never, 'tis a sin in mine eyes. Long may thee grow. Which tree has done the Mordre today? I'm pretty confident it's the first tree. I say I did not do the Mordre, but thou lie about honkin. What say? Thy brothers honkin not. Thou wouldst lie to the Cutter of the wood? Thou wouldst do Mordre in the wood? Aye, thou hast the right of it. I sought only to distract in thee whilst I make my escape. Goodbye, Cutter. Do not run from me, tree. Thou do not run? Nay, I growen. In 100 years I will have grown so tall and strong, thine axe will never fell in me. But I will not wait 100 years. Die, Mordre! Big rot in the wood today, Cutter, and... Wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody sap cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what just happened, but as you turn over the formerly terribly cursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse which plagued the starchy little felt thing is finally gone for good. You put the hat back on. It nearly sparkles now. Ooh, an upgrade. 1 muscle and 5 maximum HP. Now all you've got to reckon with is whether you're the kind of guy who goes around wearing a fedora. It'll do. Nice hat. Thanks. How'd it go? It worked, I guess? Great. What was it like? I had some kind of crazy dream. There was a woodcutter that was me, I guess, and these talking trees, and one of them had sinned. You know what? Never mind. Some kind of crazy dream is plenty for me. Okay, good. Now I'm off to bed. You're dead tired, but you shouldn't sleep in those wet clothes. Go and pack your trunk before you sleep. Finally. Oh no, what the heck? You stamp out the flames, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything? Well, everything except, bizarrely, the stamp from Murray's letter. You got an item stamped from Murray's letter. What the? Curious, the postmark says 18th of April, 1906, even though Jessica said she mailed the letter only a couple weeks ago. Uh-oh, that might be cursed. That might be a cursed stamp. Should I go talk to her about that? You're so tired you can't even work the doorknob. It's time to sleep. Okay. This has been a long episode, but I've been just so engrossed in the story that we're going to keep on going just a little longer. Jacob Marley. What a great name. It's a poster of one of my favorite literary ghosts. Oh my gosh. Lots of people in this hallway, it seems. Hello. Hello. How's it going? Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. 6 lockers. Check the first one. You open the first locker to reveal a thriving colony of ants. The second locker is full of peanut butter. The third locker contains a tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. The fourth locker is empty. Fifth locker is filled with cookbooks, but they're all in French. The sixth locker opens onto the vast, uncaring emptiness of space. You slam it shut quickly so as to not suffocate. There isn't a seventh one. I said check the seventh one. And I said there are only 6 lockers. Check the 7th one now! Okay, geez. You look in the 7th locker. It's filled with old school papers. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. How I Spent My Summer by Hugh Son First, age 6. This summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had a fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Underneath the pile of school papers you find... you got an overdue library book. Oh no! You checked this book out 13 years ago, and I've spent the last 12 years and 50 weeks feeling slightly guilty about not returning it. Oops. Nice faces you've got there? Sure, I know which one's yours. It's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. What's the 6th one? Because there was nothing. Oh, okay, thank you. The hallway is less crowded now. Oh, just an unhappy face. Our founder, Branworth Gorvunculus III. Hello there, you must be... She flips through the book on her desk. Ah, here we are, Son First. Hugh Son First. Yes, I'm Hugh Son First. I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. But I dropped out. Oh, in real life, certainly. You must, however, choose a class. Oh, I get it. This is where I pick a character class. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's Advanced Kicking and Throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Hike! Then we have Overview of Curd Conjuring. This is a class for cheese wizards. And finally, Weird Time Signatures 504. This course is for jazz agents. Ooh, I'm interested in being a jazz agent. Masters of Syncopation and Improvisation, jazz agents use their rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. Oh, my hat wouldn't be of much value for that then. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening their enemies and stacking the odds in their favor over time. That sounds like what I want. Alrighty, you're a jazz agent. The name's Son First. Hugh Son First. Now then, there's just the minor matter of your minor. There's just the minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. I minored in the psychology of rocks. Ah, a psychogeologist. So you know a lot about rocks and gems and their hopes and dreams. Absolutely. Psychogeologist. Sweet. Well, with that, I believe we're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? She smiles and points at the door on the right side of the screen. Right side of the dream. Just through that door. Thank you. Alright. And with that, we're going to go on through and call it Before we do, though, that's the end of episode number 1 here for Shadows Over Loathing. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I've been the Jacobite, and I will see you further down the line. Bye-bye.